Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you see, my workplace is very messy. I've been working on a DIY project and I wanted to share it with you. It's this adorable, cute lighted snowman. Now this snowman is made out of recycled pomegranate bottles. I've been saving these for a year now. I just lost something because it got stuck to me. Okay, well, I will find that in a few minutes. I've been saving these for a year now so I can do this for a Christmas project. So, the one thing you're going to need paint, white paint, glitter. I am using sparkling crystal spectra glitter. I'm using ultrafine diamond dust. I'm also going to be using some dollar store super glue. I have a wine bottle corkscrew LED light. I have snowman hats, some ribbon, scissors, wire cutters, 3 pipe cleaners, and I'll explain to you later what we will need them for. Also, to let you know, besides everything still being wet, that they also sell pomegranate bottles smaller. So, this is one I had from a 6-pack, and it'd be really cute to make a little family of snowmen. So, basically, what we're going to do is, I have my solder iron. We're going to cut the top piece off, just melt it off. Also, you're going to need some paint sponges, which I will show you when I go to paint. They all came from the dollar store too. I'm just using plain old basic white acrylic paint. And then for the eyes, for the face, I will be using just face buttons I got off of Amazon that you can buy for dolls, snowmen, cats, dogs, etc. Whatever decoration you're making. So we're just going to sit here and melt the top off. And it's that simple. Now, if you're adding a light, I recommend to put your hole in the back, just in case any of this shows through, but it doesn't. But it's very simple. This gets pretty thick. So you just take your soldering iron, push it through, go around in a circle. And that's it. That part is done. Oh, I really don't want that moving there. And then unplug your soldering iron, because you're done with that. Now, a little tip I have, when you're not done using your paintbrush in my big old mess. Alright, so that's cooled off. So, I'm only going to show you an example. I already have, and I love these sponges for painting, because if you look, it makes look like snow. So we're just gonna really quickly go over this. And you're also gonna need a medium-sized Christmas ball from the dollar store. One of them clear ones. Which I didn't bring one out, so I'm sorry for that. And that will be your head. So I'm going to finish this one on camera. It don't take long. That way, this one will be done. This requires 2 coats. Once I get to the second coat is when I do my glitter. And then you can use decoupage, but I've been using an outdoor spray waterproofer to seal it, to keep the glitter from shedding. But like I said, you can use decoupage, clear elmer's glue, whatever you prefer. And it's that quick. And then you do your clear crystal ball the same way. And I just hurry up and look through to see if there's any other spots I need. What's great about doing the hole on top right now is I have a great place to hold on to. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to set it aside. And then you're going to do the same thing with your clear crystal bulb, which I have one already painted. Just the dollar store bulbs. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put another coat on. Real quick. Now, if you care about being messy, which I don't care about getting my hands dirty and messy, you can wear gloves. But, like I said, I don't worry about it. It washes right off. And to me, that's part of crafting, getting messy. So, there's the head part. And you just sprinkle your glitter on. I just saw a piece of dog hair. So I'm using the white. And then I like to get the top really good. I don't know why. The hat's covering it. And then I like to add some little iridescent ultrafine diamond glitter. And then let that sit here and dry. And then we'll do the same thing with the body. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to coat it again. This is the second coat. So we're going to sit here. Keep getting messy. It's a very quick project. Now, when I did my snowman, and I showed it to my husband, told me it was very pretty. But he said my snowman needed arms. So, we're going to do that with this one that we're doing here on YouTube. And I found a really cool way to make snowman arms. I was just messing around, figuring out how can I do it. figured a way. So, okay, we're almost done coating our snowman body. With the second coat, remember you need 2 coats. The first coat, I let dry a few hours, depending on humidity, or overnight, again, depending. Now, it's cold here, so it takes a little longer to dry. But my basement is humid, so it all depends where you are. So, go over real quick looking, making sure. If you missed any spots, you're going to know it when you go put the glitter on, because you're going to see it's not going to stick. Okay, and then we just go over my mess I have here. I have down on my table a dollar store clear placemat, so I can just dump it right back in the bottle. And that's what I'm leaning over. So we're going to go all the way around our snowman. Coat them really good, because we're not wasting it. We're going to dump it back in. You just fold it up, use a funnel or a piece of paper funnel, and put it back. Alright, well, I coated that pretty good. Now I'm going to go in with my other glitter. Go all the way around. Make it super sparkly. Set it down. And then set this aside. I'm going to let it dry. Now I have one already dried for video purposes. And I had already dried. So the next step we're going to do is we are going to take our lights. So what you're going to do is, you're going to take your bottom hole, and you're going to thread your fairy lights through it. You can get these off of Amazon with the wand stoppers, or you can just buy the ones at the dollar store. Bring it up enough, and then just pull it through. All the way through, so we can cut through this. I'm going to unplug it. And there's the lights on. So I can hot glue this in place. I want you to be able to turn it on and off through the back. More hot glue on this side. Let it cool for a few minutes. Really something blue. That'll be blown. Alright, while that's cooling, it should stay. You put something there to hold it up in place. Okay, now we're going to put our lights back down inside. Move this over so you can see what I'm doing. Putting the lights back down in. take our head bulb, and then we're going to put some of the lights through here. And then we push the rest down. Now I have super glue from the dollar store. I don't want this head coming off. So I'm going to put a generous amount around it. And also, now, this is where I want to put a little bit of hot glue to hold my string lights in the head. So we put a little bit of hot glue there, and then we're just going to stick these in, but I'm getting stuck to the super glue. We're going to put some hot glue around it a little bit, just so that instant bond, and we're going to stick our head on and hold it down a few minutes. And then I'm going to go around on the outside too. Doesn't matter what the outside all looks like, because it's going to be covered up with our snowman scarf. I just want to make this sure this head never comes off. Okay. So now we have our lights inside of our snowman. I'm going to turn my switch off. Okay, now we are drying. Okay, let me show you a little trick I just discovered today. For a snow, one in half, and that was my top of my one arm. And then I brought another one up, like that. Not that long now. Hold on, bring it up. A little bit like this, and then you twist it. And then for a third one, I went and bent the tip for another, because they always had 3 arms. Then I had my third arm, and then I just wrapped it around. And then I just made like a little loop here and wrapped it around, just so I had something more to glue onto. And then I snipped it off with my wire cutters. And here's the cool part. To make it look like your snowman, I took my paint and I decided since I had all this glitter all over the place, I was going to dip my arms in there, in my paint, make sure all the wire was coated, and yes, it's messy, but I want to make sure all of it was coated. And then I took my glitter mess, and I laid my arms in there, and I just covered them up with the glitter. And now I have a really nice snowman arm to match it. And I'm going to set that here to dry. If you need to see me do it again, I will show you. You fold your pipe cleaner in half. Got one arm there, You bring another one up, bring it down. I don't have a full pipe cleaner with me. And then you put another arm here. Well, before we add the other arm, I'm going to twist this to make it stronger. So our wires are all twisted. Then we're going to add our third arm on. And the same thing, we're just going to twist it around. Still going to be strong even though I did not have a full one. And I'll make the loop down the bottom, really strong to glue it onto. And twist it around. Then we have a snowman arm. I'm going to dip it in our paint. Make sure it's well coated. And in our glitter bath it goes. And snowman arm number 2 is done. So we have both our snowman arms done. They turned out really nice. So I will let these dry for my other snowman. Now, let me wash up my hands real quick. And we will move on to decorating our snowman. Okay, so now we have our snowman. And I'm just going to set him in my glitter. I'm going to take one of these Dollar Tree hats. And we're just going to glob a bunch of glue on it. Some of this super glue, Pixel adhesive. Let's make sure that's the back. So here's in front of our snowman. And I'm going to hold it down. Maybe if I lift it up, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Hold it down. While that's setting, I'm going to get my buttons ready. I have this whole set of buttons here of eyes and noses. So I have decided to go with this nose. My picture is not showing. Okay. Let me move some of this glitter out of the way. I'm going to go with that nose. I need 2 eyes. And for its mouth, I'm going to go that size. Then a medium. No. That's too big. We're going to go medium. Then too small. Is that what I did over there? Yes. Okay, so that's what we're going to use for our space. These are really cheap off Amazon for a whole kit. And then I have from the dollar store ribbon. And then Dollar General, I got a those. They were 2 for $1. I used one on this snowman already. So, for a moment, let me turn my snowman around so I can get an idea of how much I'm going to scarf of ribbon. Let it flow. Just going to estimate right this second, and cut some off. Get that out of the way. Good enough. So we're going to take our little scarf and we're going to go towards the side here. Actually, before we even do that, we're going to go to the back of our snowman. We're going to put a glob of glue to hold the scarf in. One. And we're going to wrap our scarf around to it looks something like this. And then I'm going to glue this one over that way. Hold it for a minute. It's going to be hot, so you use something to press it down. I'm going to use my scissors. My terrible scissors. And then move this side over. So that way it looks like this. And then I'm just going to hold it together. Just put some hot glue on it. And we're going to glue it into place. Put a little bit of hot glue down the bottom here. Hold that in. We don't want the scarf tight. We want it nice and loose looking. And that's what I'm aiming for a nice flow. Put a little bit of glue down here. And then let that sit there and set a minute. Still warm. Now I'm going to get my Dollar General store bell. Take it off the package. I want to leave the bow on. And what I'm going to do is, if you've got a hoop, because this is the ornament, I'm going to take the raffia type ribbon, and I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the back of it, and on the front of it. Pick up my bell, and I'm going to tuck it back behind this scarf. And we're going to hold that in place, let it set. Figure out where you want your bow. I actually like it like right where it landed. So I'm just going to leave it right there. Put a dab of hot glue on the back. And just hold it into place. I am loving this checkerboard type ribbon. So we'll sit here and wait for that to set up for a minute. My glue is pretty hot. This is what it's looking like so far. If you're still having a little trouble, which I am, you can only take a little bit of fabric and put some glue on it too. Because it does have some weight on these bells. It's like stick. There we go. Next, we're going to take our wire cutters, and I'm going to clip off the end of the nose. Add a little bit of hot glue to it, and a little bit of this super glue. And we'll figure out where the center is. I'm going to say about there. And then the same for the eyes. Just cut them off. I angle it down. I actually put it closer to the table so I don't lose the eye. But to show you. And then I just glue my little eyes on. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I do it close to the table. That way the other piece goes flying, but I don't lose his eye. And for this part, I'm just using hot glue. There. And there's his eyes. Then I have my little center pieces here for his mouth. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lean it down, hold my finger on the top, bead. Now this is where it gets tricky because I don't want to burn myself, but these pieces are smaller. So, I lean down my snowman, find my center, put a little bit of hot glue, and then I take my little cut-off bead and put it there. These are actually like eyes. And doing the same thing. Well, I'm going to cut them all up right now, so I've got to keep doing it. That way I can hold my snowman in one spot. 1, 2. Different sizes, but that's okay. So we're going to add one more little glue dot. We're going to pick up our little piece we just cut, and we're going to add it on. And then we're going to do it again. I probably will get some blush and give him some rosy cheeks too. Which snowman is not going to have rosy cheeks? Okay, and now we have our snowman face. Now, since my husband said it needed arms, I had 2 arms I made earlier. Let's try to figure this out. And I'm just gonna put some the super glue on the circle that I made in, some hot glue. And I'm just going to glue my little snowman arms on. I bent mine. I can always bend them back like that. Because he's touching his bell. I don't want to bend it too much right now because this has got to set and dry. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with the other arm I had. Add some super glue because I don't want these arms coming off. Hot glue. Find my center. Right about where I think his arm should be, and glue it on. I probably will glue it more to hold on to his body. It's, you know, I mean, that one's staying down pretty good. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue up here, and to apply my hot glue, I'm going to sprinkle some glitter. That's a really good idea. I'm going to come back over here and reinforce this a little bit more. And I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on that hot glue. Looks like it blended all in. Still hot. Bend this arm up some. Come on, glue. Settle in. I know what's going on. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the inside here of his arm. I want his arm against his body anyhow. Now my snowman, like I said, was already sealed. I got glitter all over it, but here's our DIY snowman. I think the arms does make it. You guys can decide. Arms or no arms. Arms or no arms. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Arms or no arms. I would really like to know what everybody thinks. Need your opinion, people. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and I will see you on my next video.